Good evening, my people. This is Jai Lily Jamil, and it's been a while, probably maybe a week, 2 weeks, something like that. But I've been busy, basically doing what I need to do to survive, like everybody else, going to work, sleeping, eating, shitting, and I've been watching some videos and just basically running around doing whatever I need to do, really. But I came across a video that was very interesting that is very good for everybody to watch if you believe the stuff that we talk about or you don't. It's called Conspiracy Theorist, or I'm trying to remember, or in well-informed person. When I get back online, I will get the link to it and put it up and everything like that. But it's a very good video. It just points out the fact that anything that has a theory behind it is usually a conspiracy that creates that theory. Meaning, there's a lot of people out there conspiring to do many different things. We all know that there are individuals in the world who want to do something dirty to you. Just because they can. Just because you don't know that they want to do it. What their motives are may vary. Some people think that they can save the world by knocking off a large amount of people, but how can they decide on who lives and who dies? Another group of people who think that if they get rid of a certain race of people, they can save the world. Well, what races of people you consider to be bad when each race of people does the same thing another race of people does? Well, there's other people who are just dirty for dirty's sake. They don't like anybody else surviving and doing anything they can't do, or they just want control and power, and they don't care who hurts in their pursuit of that. The situation that comes along when people address these situations is naysayers. We have the media speaking of conspiracy theorists, and they try to talk down and kill this whole idea and this thought process of thinking against what you're told all the time. You have an individual say, okay, that's not right, but if everybody is told to think that this is right and then you think that it's wrong and you speak out against it and the masses are thinking the opposite of you, you're called crazy. And in a way to make sure that you're crazy, they make the term that describes what it is wrong. Think about this. Over the last couple of years, you've seen an onslaught of the word terrorist, of course. But there have been other words been used in the same context to mean something negative. Controversial. Controversial is something that just basically means it's something contrary to the norm. It stirs up controversy. So if somebody says something very controversial, like, I'm trying to think of something very absurd to say that is controversial. Well, dogs are better than cats. Well, maybe the cat lovers may think differently, but it's a controversial term in the fact that people are saying something that you don't believe in. It stirs up conflict. It stirs up people thinking something different than what you may believe. But if you say it repeatedly over and over and over again to what people consider the norm, or they're trying to make the norm, that let's use another example, that a lot of black men are in jail unjustly, which is true, but if they say that's a controversial topic, people will start looking at it as, well, that's not true. That can't be true. Maybe those people that are in jail are in there because they did something wrong. The same can be said when you bring up conspiracies. Let's say maybe they want to go back to slavery. So they put a lot of black men in jail because they want to bring back that slavery idea. Because under the Constitution it says slavery is abolished except under punishment, under the state, under the government. So if you have a few individuals up there who still have this racist bigot idea that a certain group of people aren't fit to be beside me, let's lock up as many of them as possible. Well, you can bring back slavery. And that is another conspiracy. The whole 9/11 idea that it was an inside job is considered a conspiracy, when there is a lot of evidence there to state the fact that it is an inside job. Why does the Pentagon withhold evidence? Why does it's just so many things that can't be put down in less than 10 minutes to prove this point that it was an inside job. There are many films you can watch: 9/11 Truth, 9/11 Demolitions, Loose Change, so on and so forth. There's so many videos you can watch online, or go to your video store and find this information. Probably not your Blockbuster, but you can find some local video store that may have these videos. Maybe you can go to your library and find these very videos. Well, that being said, if somebody calls you a conspiracy theorist, there is always a theory behind that conspiracy. Just want to throw that out there. Almost certainly piggybacking on another topic on the same thing, but this is my personal opinion on it. This is my personal view on it. And this is my defense of myself being a conspiracy theorist in the sense of it all. This is Jalili Jamiu. Before I go, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers and everybody who's been commenting on basically one video, my response to another video. Well, appreciate it. You're watching and you subscribe, so you will be hearing some other things I've said on other topics and other videos. And if I feel like it again, you may hear a couple poems I wrote. But I appreciate that. And to Black Indigo, congratulations on your radio program. You might want to check it out. blogtalkradio.com/blackindigo. I'm actually boosting her up, and she probably never write to me to be about this, but my hat off to you. My head is really wet right now, so I'm gonna leave it on. But metaphorically, my hat's off to you. I hope to follow in your footsteps one day with my own radio program and all that, so on and so forth. Know your knowledge. Keep your enemies close. Study them. Understand what their plans are. And as always, be easy. To those who don't know what be easy means,